PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer, and today we have with us Bosskey again, and we are beginning a new series. And this is called Bosskey Bytes. It used to air a few years ago. Bosskey will give us a little bit of intro on how the name evolved. And let's first welcome Bosskey. Bosskey, namaskaram, and welcome to PGurus channel.
Namaskaram, Sree Iyer, and I prefer you to be Sree Iyer from now on. That is why I call it Bosskey Bytes. It's going to be a laughter show on all the latest current updates and developments around. This title was labeled about almost 20 years ago, 2005. In 2005, a daily called Deccan Chronicle in Chennai. They gave me this name because the editor was Yagna then. My friend Yagna was the editor then. And she said, why don't you bring out wisecracks every day, just like what Amul does? So that happened to be my cup of tea. I readily agreed, and she was so kind enough that she brought out my photograph along with the title Bosskey Bytes every day for 6 years. So that was a record. Photograph appearing on newspaper every day for 6 years.
Wonderful. And Bosskey, today we are going to talk about 10 topics, and we are going to rifle through them 2 minutes per topic. I'll just give a 1 minute teaser for all of the viewers to know what's coming down the pipeline. Can we have the video, please? So just to set the context here, Bosskey puts out, I think, 5 to 10 snippets like this every day, and he shares them with me. And I picked what I thought would be the most interesting for all of you. So Bosskey, I'm going to start by putting the slide deck, and it's over to you, my friend. Let's go with the slide deck. Next one. Next one. Okay, this is something that I made up, Bosskey. I said, how do you eat this thing? By taking megabytes.
Yeah. The advantage when you order a dosa like this, a mega dosa like this, I have to thank Sangeeta Hotel, Raja Annamalapuram for this. The biggest advantage is it will be built on the next table because it is so long. The dosa stretches to the next table. You may have the luck of escaping the bill. That's one advantage of this dosa. The age-old saying of how this item was labeled dosa is, the moment flour is poured on top of the stove, first sound is sai. Then you turn it, there's another sound sai. So it is dosai. It's called dosai. And I see, the moment you give me some product or some topic, the jokes keep coming to me only because I'm into this field for the past 30 to 35 years. So you might be even surprised. One day you will get a mega dosa, you will find this barrier inside the dosa. When you unroll the dosa.
So IPL Bytes, I didn't quite get this royal calling bell. Anyone say what Varavan Ellarum Adichittu Poran. So this is like a calling bell is the doorbell, right? That's how you are saying it. Go ahead.
Yeah. I explained it in Tamil. Calling bell வந்து யார் வேணா press பண்ணலாம், outsider வேணா press பண்ணலாம். But in Tamil you say யார் அது bell அடிக்கிறது. So அவங்க யார் போட்டாலும் எந்த பேட்ஸ்மேன் தான் வந்து அடிச்சுட்டு போவான். So ராயல் காலிங் பெல் வரவெல்லாம் அடிச்சுட்டு போறான், 6 அடிச்சுட்டு போறான் அந்த ஆங்கிள்.
But somehow they never seem to win anything though.
Pardon, Nair?
RCB, they don't seem to win a lot, even though everybody comes and hits and goes.
If you say it is T17, RCB will be the clear champions. Until the 17th over, they'll play like champions. The last 3 overs, they get psyched. I don't know why. Whether it's bowling or batting, you can see Virat Kohli's eyebrows rising up and above his head like this. He'll get so wild.
Disappears in his hairline. All right. So the next one is very interesting. Ponting says, Pant hitting the ball well. So Delhi Capitals are playing with pant and CSK is without lungi. Are you referring to lungi dance or something else?
No. The Ingadi Lungi. Lungi Ingadi, the South African fast bowler, he was playing for CSK under Dhoni. So I used to say his name resembles, it's a very domestic name, like, and an husband is searching for his lungi, he'll shout, Ingadi Lungi. So it's almost a family name here in Tamil Nadu, Ingadi Lungi. So when Lungi was out of the squad, we removed Lungi in the context that Lungi is removed. What you're saying. So removing Lungi here, we are playing without Lungi, and they have punt, Rishabh punt. So they are playing with punt, and we are playing without Lungi.
Makes for an interesting contest. The first game is between those two, right?
First is could be correct. No, I think CSK is playing RCB first.
Right. Now, there is an interesting side issue here. Looks like Ashwin has tweeted out requesting for 2 tickets to watch this game because he said that his daughters want to watch it.
Ticket, I'll tell you, there have been receiving on an average 20 to 25 calls per day for tickets. My standard answer is, if you want to play in the 11, I'll talk to Dhoni and include you in the 11. Please don't ask me for tickets. That is very difficult. I can make you play in the 11. And to exaggerate it humorously, there are people who are asking me for tickets even to watch it on TV. The madness has gone to that level. And I used to tell them I can get you a ticket in 21G, which is the bus which goes by Chepak. That's the maximum I can do.
But let me ask you a question. Which player has played in the maximum number of franchises?
The general knowledge, I think it should be Maxwell. I think Maxwell.
He's been through just about everyone.
Yeah. Sitting, standing, running in different poses he was there. I've seen him, but very effective, most effective player in this format. Maximum well. He's been maximum in most teams.
Well, looks like one minister has commented that if RCB can play in IPL, so can NCB. Is he saying it figuratively or is he hinting that there could be a lot of drugs in the IPL too? I don't know. No. You tell me, Bosskey.
This is purely joke only. Nothing like how can just imagining that they think it could be a team because it sounds like RCB. For example, I used to say one man has said, today I am going to join BJP just because it resembles BJP. BJP is a resort here in Chennai.
Well, I thought that also. Unfortunately, it didn't make it in the top 10. It's about who's his name? Sharad Kumar joining BJP and
yes.
Prakash Raj joining BJP. So is he going to stand still then?
No. Prakash Raj is not bothered whether that's the name of the party or anything. Just because the hero is joining in one party, I'll go to the opposite because it sounds like BJP. That's BJP, that's all.
Okay. See, this is an interesting play on words. Hope Dhoni is fit for the IPL season. So Dhoni's knee has been bothering him. So what he has done from what I have read, and I think I've also seen some of your shows, that he prefers to be a finisher, 2-3 overs only. But in wicket keeping, he's going to be stretching his knee every ball, isn't it?
Yeah, that is there. But his focus on exercises and workout for the knees will be restricted only to a standing position if he does the keeping. Obviously, he can't be acting as a fielder, officiating as a fielder during the matches. Okay, so when it comes to a knee problem and taxing the knee, it's only about 120 squats. He'll be conducting his workout schedule in such a way that his knee is able to bear those 120 squats. He'll restrict only to that, and very rarely when he has to run for a run out from where he's standing. That's the only thing. And that is why he doesn't come up the order in batting. He comes only in the 18th or 19th over, where it won't involve a lot of running between the wickets. It will be only about belting the ball over the stands.
Well, Dhoni has 2 knees also, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. That is why I said Dhoni is fit. Both the knees are fit, which means Mahendra Singh, Dhoni. If he is swinging the ball for sixes across the country, then he is Mahendra Swing Dhoni. And I have a lot of definitions for Dhoni. He is above human, below God. That's one definition. The other is He's a lightning behind the stumps and a thunder in front of the stumps, and the only helicopter with million fans.
Dhoni also in Hindi means washing. Somebody can wash the other guy out. Because he hits so hard, he's also going to hit the bowling, and he washes them, out of shape.
Yeah, he gets the best washes. He gets the best washes for lifting the cup, not wishes.
Political bite. Petrol prices reduced by ₹2. Is it countrywide or only in some states, Bosskey?
I think it's countrywide, and this is only to gain political mileage. That's what people will say, because I'm a zero in politics. Immediately I can connect that word mileage in petrol and getting a benefit out of something. So I said political mileage. But normally I used to say raising the petrol price is mainly to thwart a suicide attempt, because you don't resort to a self-immolation. So one option is cut, and you raise the price of petrol.
Today's VIP is tomorrow's RIP. Was there any specific VIP you had in mind when you said that?
No. It's only about people who think they own the world, that they have created the world and all that. You might call yourself a VIP, okay? You might be a great VIP, but if you are stuck in a traffic jam, you want to urinate urgently, you have to go to the corporation toilet which is nearby. You can't wait for a 5-star hotel. You can't do it in the car, right in the car. So any VIP, let it be any VIP, because the COVID virus, it doesn't know whether it is entering Amitabh Bachchan's nose or Arumugham's nose. That's neutral for it. It's all the same for it. Just like that. So you might call yourself a VIP, you can flaunt, you can say that I am the ultimate king and all that. Ultimately, the end result for everybody is mortal. So I just combine VIP and RIP. So you may be a great VIP, but the end is RIP.
Doctor's dilemma, I see you or I cannot see you. I get the I see you part. This is just like the doctor being too busy?
Yeah. No. Every time you go, some relative goes there near the ICU and says, "Doctor, can I see him?" They'll say, No, you cannot see him now. So it should be, I cannot see you. It's not I see you. I cannot see you. But the best joke is, I can see somebody who's unconscious. The thing is, he can't see me. That's the thing. There are a lot of jokes on doctors. For example, if you watch movies, the moment they come rushing with the patient, and they'll ask, after the patient is admitted, all the patients will crowd around the doctor and ask, how is he? Or and he'll say, or 24 hours all the doctors. What my question is, just imagine I've asked you yesterday, why don't you tell me today? 24 hours they say. And then there's another joke. When they come rushing with the patient, the doctor will say, after treating, he'll say, Ninga matto, or half an hour later, patient uirike abathu. That man said, our adipatte 10 minutes, sir.
You have to understand Tamil, guys. For those of you who don't know Tamil, look, we are having Hindi and English when we do Sumit Peer. So this is a new attempt to have Tamil and English with Bosskey. And it's an urge to all of you to learn a little bit of Tamil. After all, Dhoni has been embraced by Tamilians, even though he probably did not speak a word of Tamil when he came there. But ever since the IPL started, if I remember correctly, he has been with CSK and it's been his captain, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Especially with all the Tamil Nadu cricketers around, they will easily pick up. First, the bad words they'll pick up very easily.
And talk to us a little bit, before we go to the next one, talk to us a little bit about your role as a motivational coach for the TNCA, that is the entire cricket association. What do you do as in that role?
Yes, that's a lovely question here, because I think TNCA is the only cricket association across the world that has roped in a stand-up comedian to act as a motivator for all the teams. I address all the teams, under 14, under 23, under 19, men, women, and all that. They all assemble on a particular day, just on the eve of leaving for a tournament or something. And as they are just about to take the field, I just address them. I make them laugh. For every 8 minutes of jokes, it's followed by about 2 minutes of philosophy, how to be chilled out. See, you might be a brilliant student. Your son might be a brilliant student. Your daughter might be a gold medalist and all that. But what is the point in emerging out as state first today and getting admitted for hemorrhage the next day in the ICU? There's no point. You have to be chilled out. So how you enter the field tension free? So that's my idea. And so I had on one particular occasion, I had about 7 to 8 IPL players who are playing for across the country. They play for various teams. They gave me a top class feedback saying that it's been a game changer. We love this session and all that. They were laughing, especially 𝗤𝙗𝙠 and 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝙀. So rolling and laughing. They were both rolling and laughing for each of the jokes. Then I'll come up with some interesting philosophy. Like until you become somebody, you will be insulted. And once you become somebody, you will be consulted. Some wisecrack like that. And then I say out of 100 people, 99 don't want you to come up in life. There is only one person who wants you to come up, which is yourself. So don't depend on anybody. Don't bother about criticism. Let them compliment, let them criticize you. Play your game. So just as you're about to enter the ground, just get yourself into some humor anecdotes like watching a 𝗣𝗽𝗼𝘀𝗀𝘀 comedy or Tom and Jerry or Mr. Bean. Shut that mind totally off cricket. Okay, it should be everything except cricket. And once you enter the field, only think of cricket and nothing else. So it's interspersed with jokes as well as a little bit of philosophy. So they are totally chilled out and they don't bother. For example, you have to face Chris Gayle tomorrow, you have to bowl to Chris Gayle tomorrow. Don't keep analyzing and watching Chris Gayle's video on the previous day because you lost to Chris Gayle the previous day itself. Just be open, go there, let anybody come. It's after all a face inside a helmet. Okay, I'll bowl to anybody. I'll get the wicket. That's all. I'm not bothered about names. Just to inject all this attitude. When it comes to students who are under 14 and all that, they won't be following. They can't follow the jokes that I narrate, which are all about 20, 30 years old. So I pick each guy, each lad or each girl, give them funny situations. You're playing under Dhoni. Last over, the ball is tossed to you. It's full of dew. You have to contain runs. 20 runs, maximum 15 runs you can give. How will you bowl? What will you talk to Dhoni and all that? Makes very interesting. When he says, I'll say this, then I'll crack a joke. They'll laugh. But ultimately, the idea is to how to tackle situations and challenges through humor. So once you're into humor, at least 15 minutes a day, every day, like probably what we are doing now, then that's the best weapon for you, the best astram for you to bail yourself out of crisis. You don't need to seek the service of a psychiatrist or a Swamiji or a godman, because how will you take things lightly if you're not into humor? You can take things lightly only when you're into humor. So Dhoni is embedded with so much of humor. That's why he's so light and cool.
Bosskey, have you do you follow NBA, National Basketball Association?
Nothing, no.
So for all of our viewers also, 2007 and 2008, if I remember correctly, they had two legends playing in LA Lakers team. LA Lakers was always a good team, but these two legends took it to a whole new level. Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal is also called. Now, what they used to do for those 2 years, the coach's name was, I think, Phil Jackson. And what they did was, before every game, they would sit in a circle and do yoga for about 5 minutes. And they sit in a circle and they'll perform yoga. And they said that was one of the biggest game changers for them. I don't know why they discontinued after that. I think the coach went away. Something happened, but 2 years, they won both years. They won the title. Very, very difficult because there are, I think, 160 games, Bosskey. We are talking about 11 games per season, 13 games or something like that in IPL in the season. They have 160 games. After that, then there is playoffs. And depending on how far you go, there's another 15, 20 games. So you're talking about year-round being fit all the time. It's a level of endurance and consistency that is demanded. So we're a totally different level. So I'm really, really happy that you have this motivational thing coming up. I'm going to have another question on cricket just a little later. Let's take a look at this Congress box government. One nation, no election. The original thing was one nation, one election. So these people are making fun saying that after 2024, there will be no elections. What makes them think that there are going to be no elections, Bosskey, in your opinion? I know you don't know much politics, but you have this play on words here. What do you mean by that?
The thing is, if I'm ready for challenges, if I'm up for challenges, I'll be able to face any situation. Let it be any situation. Like, for example, we are coming live now. I don't know which topic you're going to mention now. I'm ready for anything. If I don't know, I'll say I don't know. I'll accept my ignorance. So what? We'll accept mistakes, nothing. So when you say one nation and no election, You are clearly saying that we are not in for challenges at all. Let there be no election, no opposition. It's going to be only one party. Just coming to that conclusion. If you say all in fun mode only. Because I told you, if you ask me, you know anything about NBA, I don't even know about NDA. Where will I know about NBA?
Next one, please. So, Ajit, the Tamil actor, has his next film is called Good, Bad, Ugly. And you can see the poster, part of the poster also. And for a few dollars more, make the connection for us. For those of you who may not know what the connection is, go ahead, Bosskey.
Yeah, the connection is, that's all the dollar series. No? It's the cowboy movies where you had Good, Bad, Ugly, Clint Eastwood's Good, Bad, Ugly, for a few dollars for all. Title names. So when it comes to humor, I just, first of all, I will try on alliteration. Some words sounding very similar. For example, if you say, for example, if you say a good memory power, he's able to recall and pinpoint which girl, where she was studying and all that. And we used to cite 𝗕𝗍 and all in our young days. I will say more than memory power, he's got Kumari power. So it is something like that, because you had Good, Bad, Ugly, then few dollars more. When you say few dollars more, that's the title of the movie. Then for a few bucks more, to earn more, there's one more sense. So that's why I connected both. So the moment you say Good, Bad, Ugly, we are all in tune with the music, the theme music and all that. So immediately few dollars more comes into your mind. Then it also means it'll be definitely a higher payment, more crores and all that. So it's just like that. Nothing serious. It's all fun.
Hey, listen, I follow China pretty closely, but this one just, it really like a googly at me. Full-time kid, what's going wrong with these people?
Can you kindly repeat? I didn't get that.
Oh, the new job trend in China. Adults paid by parents to act as full-time kids. What's going wrong? What happened to the kids?
More than power, you can't call it population. You have to say it is population. They want even grown-ups to be kids. I don't know what is this. And probably these people here, filmmakers will take that as a cue and start a movie, and they'll try to create a movie on the lines of Mudalvan, where the chief minister throws a challenge to the reporter saying that one day, oru naal, try to be the CM. You will know how tough it is. That's a challenge. So here it will be one day you become father, I'll become son. We'll call this title as Pudalvan.
Pudalvan means son, by the way, guys.
Pudalvan, yeah.
Now, I have a question for you. I think we are done with the slides. I have a question for you. You've been coaching off and on, and I think you continue to coach. Talk to us a little bit about trigger movement. If you're coaching a batsman, how do you tell them what should be their trigger movement?
Trigger in the sense, see, it's a team game. For example, if you take cricket, it's a team game. Your first objective is to how to bowl well or how to bat well. Beyond that, it should be how to field well. Because I was so happy when they introduced the best fielder award this time. This time for the World Cup, they introduced the best fielder award for the team. When you do a good fielding, when you're so keen about snaffling catch, you're playing for the team. It's not to your benefit. Somebody else is going to benefit. When you take a marvelous catch, the benefit goes to the bowler. And when you take an extraordinary catch, it's a loss for the batting team. So you're instrumental with your fielding, where you don't qualify for any headlines. So you're a team man. Only if you try to be a best fielder, you can be a team man. So that is how I try to inject these ideas into them. So be a team man, don't be selfish. So when you give importance to fielding, you become a team man, and then comes your batting and bowling and all that. Batting you can do solo. Bowling you can do solo, and you can get a guy bowled or LBW. How will you get a batsman out without a fielder taking a good catch? So try to be a team man. That's why I try to tell them.
There was a Pakistani batsman, I think 𝗤𝗎𝙗𝘐 𝗢𝙗𝘐, and the rival teams would strategize how to get him out. The top option used to be get him run out.
Exactly. That will be 𝗤𝗎𝙗𝗆 𝗔𝗓𝗒. If you don't get him run out, it will be 𝗤𝗎𝙗𝗆 bad luck. So for example, South Africans used to be chokers. I used to say, every time a South African comes to the semi-finals, go near his ear and whisper the word semi-finals. They'll lose.
But lately, India has been doing that too. They come to the big final.
Yeah.
and then they are
We've been
losing it.
inspired by South Africa.
Bosskey, I think we have run through our topics today and rather quickly. In fact, I overran by a minute or two. I hope it's all right. Viewers, this is the new format, and we are going to be talking about various topics here, and there will be some, confusion, and something comes in and something goes out. The idea here is to set the mood for you for the rest of the week. Humor is something that's essential. It's as important to us as breathing is. And look at life with humor, and a lot of problems just go away on their own. Bosskey, your last one-line statement, and then we will call it a wrap.
100%. You have to keep laughing. I'll say it is laughter effect more than after effect, because you start the day with humor. It's going to be full fun. You're going to be so positive right throughout the day. Get into humor, and you will find that a poor comedian is always richer than a sad millionaire.
So true. I think, and viewers, we are going to be having Bosskey join us at 11 a.m. ISTs on Tuesdays. Today was a little early because I just got back to US. I requested him to come in a little bit early because I expect that I'm going to be down with jet lag. The machine is going, but it's there. Thank you so much for accommodating this, Bosskey. And again, viewers, we'll be back next Tuesday at 11 a.m. IST. Don't miss it. Bosskey Bytes, namaskar, and please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Thank you, Bosskey.
Thank you so much, Iyer.